Okay, you're welcome. That means you have idea of statistics a little bit or not? Which one?
Yes, a little.
A little. Okay. So let's start like statistics. It is the application, statistics. It is the application of mathematics. It is the application of mathematics in taking vital decisions. In taking vital decisions. Application of mathematics in taking vital decisions. Are you there?
Yes.
So anytime we talk about statistics, there must be knowledge of calculation in it. And with that knowledge of calculation, we'll be able to know what to do. I believe there is also data, pie chart, anything like that. Will you explain to anything like that before me move?
Yes, yes. Pie chart, bar charts.
So that's I want to start with the very beginning. So, like I've just said, is application of mathematics in taking vital decisions. So, the next subheading is called representation of data. Representation of data. That means data can be represented in graphical form or what we call statistical graph. And in representing of all these things, you need to understand those calculations. For instance, the first one, in that representation of data, the first one that they talk about much is one, pie charts. Pie charts. Are you there?
Yes.
Pie charts. It is a circular representation. Pie chart. It is a circular representation of data. Circular representation of data. Are you there?
Yes.
Anytime we talk about circular representation, it means it's all about sector. And the whole of the angles in a circle is 360 degrees. That means everything we are calculating will be in line with that 360. Examination questions will be items given in ordinary figures, items given in decimal, or items given in fraction, or sometimes items given in percentages. Whether they are in fraction or decimal or any type of number, as far as the items are not in degree, then you must convert to degree so that you will be able to represent circle. Because everything we are going to do will be in degree, each of the sectors. Because in a circle, our representation of data will be in sectors. And these sectors will be represented by degrees. One could be 10 degrees, one could be 120 degrees, another one could be 200 degrees, and so on. By the time you add all together, it must add up to 360 degrees. Question 1 for this representation of data or pie chart. Question 1. The table shows, question 1, the table shows the expenditure. The table shows the expenditure of a company. Expenditure of a company in a certain year. In a certain year. You write like this. Items. The other side, expenditure. Expenditure. All these ones are all in Naira. And this is just an item. The first item, wages and salaries. Wages and salaries, 25,000. That means wages and salaries will be at the items, and the expenditure will have 25,000. Are you with me?
Yes.
The next one, fuel and power. Fuel and power, 15,000 naira. Fuel and power, 15,000 naira. Next line, raw materials. Raw materials, 65,000 naira. Raw materials, 65,000 naira. Maintenance, 5,000 naira. Maintenance, 5,000 naira. Maintenance, 5,000 naira. Miscellaneous, MISCE, miscellaneous, 10,000 naira. Question A, draw a pie chart. Draw a pie chart to illustrate the information. Draw a pie chart to illustrate the information. B, what percentage of the total expenditure, what percentage of the total expenditure and power goes on fuel and power? In solving this question, we'll start like this. Solution.
Sorry, you said what percentage of the total expenditure?
Okay, what percentage of the total expenditures goes on fuel and power? Question mark. Goes on fuel and power. Are you there?
Yeah.
This solution, we'll talk about the items, the way you have written it. And this is the expenditure. This way and that way. The first one, you are aware, is wages and salaries. And the amount is 25,000. You add everything together. The second one is fuel and power. You have 15,000 naira. The next one is raw materials. Raw materials. Raw materials is 65,000. The next one is maintenance. Maintenance. Maintenance is just 5,000. The last one, which is miscellaneous. Miscellaneous. That's just 10,000. So add everything together. What's your total? Let me press the calculator. First step is to add everything. What?
120.
Yes, 120,000. That's the first step, knowing the total expenditure. We will now be doing what that looks like a ratio. That means we are going to get proportions of everything. For instance, wages and salaries, we want to know the degree, the sector it represents. 25,000 over 120,000 times 360 over 1. Do the same thing to second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. And we'll now arrive at an answer. I can clean this?
Yes.
Good. Now the next thing is to get the first wages and salaries. And that will give us 25,000 all over 120,000 times 360 degrees all over 1. So what's the result? 25,000 over 120,000 times 360 degrees. You are aware why we are putting 360 is because it's circle. The total must be equal to 1 revolution or angle at a point, or what we call 360 degrees.
75.
75. That means that particular sector will give us 75 degrees. Go on. The next one, we'll do the same thing. The next one is well and power. Our fuel is 15,000 all over 120,000 times our degree. So result,
$45.
45 degrees. Good. So after that, the next thing is raw materials. I can clean this, Abby?
Yes.
Good. So the next thing is raw materials. Raw materials. We'll have raw materials 65,000 all over 120,000 times 360 degrees all over 1. Results.
$195.
195. Okay. So we'll have the next one. After raw materials, we'll have maintenance is giving us 5,000 all over 120,000 and it's 360 degrees. So results 5,000, 15 degrees. Okay. The last one is miscellaneous, which I believe you can remember that one, Abby.
Yes. That one is 10,000.
10,000 over 120,000 and 360 degrees. What do you have for that one?
That's 30.
30. So miscellaneous is 30. So that shows that if you take your time to add all the degrees we have got, 75 degrees plus 45 degrees plus 195 degrees plus 15 degrees that I'm seeing here plus 30 degrees. You will agree with me that The result is 360 degrees. Can you cross check? But I know it should be right. Or cross check.
Yes, yes.
If you add, and it doesn't give you 360, that means the calculation somewhere has an issue, which you need to check. The next thing which you are going to do by yourself is you need a protractor. I hope you understand. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
You can't do that with bare hand. You can't just draw a circle and start allocating. No, you need a protractor and a pair of compasses. Now use the compass to draw the kind of circle. So which they use that protractor to determine the degrees, because that protractor has degree. I know that if you put it in a protractor, that protractor on itself is 180 degrees, have it? Because that's semicircle. The protractor is a semicircle. So you use it to allocate the angles. That is the sectors will be completed. And that is the answer to Roman figure 1. Is it clear?
Yes.
So I believe you can do that. Then the second question, which is Roman figure 2, which says we should find the percentage of total expenditure on fuel and power. If you check what we did, you know, there was a time we calculated fuel and power, right?
Yes.
And fuel and power, we multiply by 360. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Because we multiply by 360 degrees. So our Roman figure 2 will now be, instead of multiplying by 360, we'll be multiplying by 100 because the question mentioned percentage. So Roman figure 2 will be percentage of the total expenditure. The total expenditure that goes on fuel and power will be equal to, fuel and power was apportioned 15,000 naira. The total is 120,000. So instead of multiplying by 360, we're multiplying by what? 100. And the results will give us the percentage. Is it clear?
Yes.
Because that one we got before was the degree of fuel and power. But here will be percentage of fuel and power. That is how to get that idea. So calculation, what do you have?
12.5. 12.5.
What is on top here is 15,000 naira. All over 120,000 times 100 over 1. It can be. Can you press the calculator? Maybe you are punching another inputs.
It's 12.5.
12.5.
Yes.
Better. I was hearing 4 points. So I thought.
12.5.
Okay, good. So that answers question 1. And that means when you see something like that, you can easily answer it. Have you seen my textbook before?
Yes, you sent it to me on WhatsApp.
Huh?
I think you sent a picture of it to me on WhatsApp.
Okay. And it's also in your lab bookshop. If you walk in there, you still want. It's in your lab bookshop, 490 pages. It's in University of Lagos bookshop, and it sells for 3,500. That will also give you more topics and probably other calculations that you can think about. Okay?
On statistics.
There's statistics there. That's what I'm saying. There's probability there. There's statistics there.
Okay.
There's indices there. You know this topic you mentioned, Abby? All the topics you mentioned are all
the course outline I sent to you. Yes. Okay.
That one you sent to me, they're all in my textbook. Just walk in. When you walk in there, You look at it, you open it, you see the content, and know whether what I'm saying is still the same. So it's there. So that's a book written by me in 1999. So, and that is the third edition.
Wow. 1999.
It's a long time. That's 20-something
Yes,
years
sir.
ago when a passenger was in
Yes,
government.
24 years
So,
ago.
and that was a third edition. So it was first edition, then second, and it's growing. That's third. So walk into University of
Wow.
Lagos there. Look at
Wow.
it. You will see how it looks there. That same color is still the same color there for now, because that's third edition. So go through so that you can go through it on your own. Even after explaining, the class will be as if we are doing revision. So you're welcome. So that is the end of question 1. Still on pie chart. Sometimes I don't know, also said to whichever one is concerned, you can expect anything. All you need to do is to prepare for anything. To not prepare for one side. So another time the question can tell you to answer some questions that relate to it. Let's take second. Number 2. A pie chart. That is the question 2. A pie chart below shows the monthly expenditure. Shows the monthly expenditure, public monthly expenditure of a. Are you there?
Public expenditure of a
Monthly, a pie chart
expenditure.
below shows the monthly expenditure of a public servant. Are you there?
Yes.
Full stop. The monthly expenditure on housing is twice that of school fees. Monthly expenditure on housing is twice that of school fees. Full stop. Then,
yes.
how much does the worker spend on housing? How much does the worker spend on housing if his monthly expenditure, if his monthly income, how much does the worker spend on housing if his monthly income is 7,200 naira? 7,200 naira. Are you there?
Yes.
Are you getting me?
Yes.
And therefore, for your information once more, I'm Tesby. So that if you have it, probably won't be dictating much if you have it. So this is a circle, this is the pie chart. I just draw something here. This is something that is going this way, another one this way, then another this way. So this one is housing, H for housing. This one is food. And the degree is 1 to this one. What symbol is that? Can you recollect?
Yes.
And this symbol, what is it? That symbol for transport. What does that symbol mean? That's 90 degrees, symbol of 90. Right angle
Okay.
triangle. Yes, that's symbol of 90 degrees. When you draw it as if it's a square, line on a straight line. Yeah, just like something like this. That's 90. Now, housing, there is no degree there, H. The other one close to housing is school fees. School fees, there's no angle written there. Food is 120 degrees. Transport is 90 degrees. So that is the information. From that pie chart, they have just demonstrated the expenditure of a public servant. And it discovered that housing is 2 times school fees. That means if the school fees is X, housing will be what? 2X. Agreed? So now we'll say, to solve the question, solution, let school fees. Let school fees be equal to, let school fees sector be equal to X degree. School fees, the sector of school fees, let it be X degree. If that is the case, housing will now be equal to 2 times school fees. Did you understand? Let school fees be X. Housing is twice school fees. And remember, this is in degree. And if you check that circle, we don't know the degree of housing. We don't know the degree of school fees. By running everything together, we'll be able to know. Remember, food degree is 120 degrees. Transport is 90 degrees. School fees is S degree. Housing is 2S degree. Everything must accumulate to what? 360 degrees, because that's the second. Everything must add, because that's angle at a point. And second means 360 degrees. Is it clear?
Yes, yes.
Hello?
Yes, yes, yes. I can hear you.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay. Now, we add everything together. 120 degrees plus 90 will give us 210. This is 210 plus S plus 2S will give us 3S degree equal to 360 degrees. Collection of light terms, 3X will be equal to 360 minus 210 degrees. And this will be 3X equivalent to 360 minus 210 will give us 150 degrees. And if we try to sort it out somewhere here, our X will be equal to 150 degrees. 150 degrees divided by 3. Divide by 3. And our results will be equal to 50 degrees. 50 degrees. So 150 divided by 3, because the coefficient of X is 3. Divide both sides by 3, and the result will give you 50 degrees. So that is the solution for X. But that's not where we're going. It shows we have known X, and we're going to know the degree of school fees. We have known the degree of housing sector. And that is how the thing will be like. Any questions?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Can I clean the board?
Yes.
Now, you have here, it shows that school fees sector is 50 degrees. Housing sector is equal to 2s. And 2s means x is 50. We'll now multiply, we'll have 100 degrees. So we have known all those things. So assuming the question was saying we should find the degree for housing is 100 degrees. If we say we should find a degree for school fees, it's known as 50 degrees. But now the question is asking us, how much does the worker spend on housing? So we are going to do what they call a kind of cross multiplication. You will agree with me that the whole of this circle that I have drawn in the question represent 360 degrees. Agreed?
Yes.
And the public servant earns 7,200. What he earns must be equal to the whole circle. Agreed?
Yes.
And remember, we're talking about house. For housing, we don't know how much. So that means to say that housing would be equivalent to 100 degrees, which is on the board. We'll cross multiply. That housing on the board, I'll turn into H. So it's going to be cross multiplication. 360H is equal to 72 times 100. So I will now say H, which is housing, will be 7200, 2 more 0 in front, divide by 360 degrees. 360 degrees. What are the results? That means if we divide that, 72000, that's 720,000, divided by 360. That will give us, I believe, 2,000. Can you confirm? 2,000. That means the amount spent on house is 2,000. Are you there?
Okay.
Good.
I was thinking.
Huh?
I understand.
Good.
So that's
You
the
said
answer.
you're what? You said you're what?
I said no. I was trying to calculate something.
Okay. Yeah. So that is the answer to that question. And that is what pie chart is all about. There are more examples in the book which you can practice. This is a class, we can't take all. So, but at least we have shown you how to draw the pie chart and how to answer questions from the pie chart. Now, the next type of presentation we're looking at is called bar chart or bar graph. Bar chart or bar graph. Are you there?
Yeah.
Why you say bar chart or bar graph? Bar chart is graphical representation. Graphical representation of frequency distribution. Graphical representation of frequency distribution. Full stop. The chart has, those are the rules to follow. The chart has uniform space. Uniform space between bars. Uniform space between bars. Uniform space between bars. In addition, the breadth or the width of the bars must be the same. The breadth or the width of the bar must be what? The same. What I'm saying is that each of the bar, the length will measure, maybe we'll measure one now, 1 centimeter, and the other one will be 2 centimeters. No, each of the bar, they must have the length and the length must be the same because how high the thing is may not be the same, but the width or the breadth must be what? The same. And the space in between each of the bar must also be the same. You cannot make this one maybe space between each is maybe half centimeter. The other one, no, you must be careful. Those are the rules when you are plotting bar charts. Is that okay?
Yes.
It is also a chart with rectangular bars. It is also a chart with rectangular bars, with lengths, proportional to the values, that they represent, to the value that they represent. Full stop. So that's just the main theorem there. The main thing to remember here is that if this is a bar chart, drawn as if you are drawing normal graphical one. So this is the horizontal axis. The horizontal axis represent the x, the vertical and down, so that there will be negative and positive bar chart. Maybe here could be number of stars, and here could be maybe the departments, maybe the department in an organization. Maybe from here I have maybe department. This leaf, look at my banner. This space from here, this space, that line, in between this my vertical line and this new bar I have drawn, with another bar which could be another one like this. The space here in between this bar and this bar, the space here must be the same, maybe 1 centimeter. The space in between all these bars must be the same. Those are the things you consider. The same thing, the length here, and the length here must be the same also. So those are the things you consider. And it's ruler you use. When you are plotting it, you measure it and draw it. Not that as this bar is small, another will come and be like this. That is not proper. This is no. This the length of this bar is too high, it's too much. So they must align with these first two I have drawn, that they will be seen to be what to say. Remember, bar chart, there is no space in between each of the bar. Nothing like that, there won't be space. And the length of the bar are what? The same. Is it clear?
Yes.
So those are the rules to adopt if you are asked to plot a bar chart. But there are times they will tell you to use it to answer some questions. I'm going to snap that. I will snap it and send it to you. So I will answer it together. Okay. Okay, that's it. I've sent it. That's the page there in my textbook. So let's see how we can do that. And the answer is already there, but that's the solution there. So let's see. Have you seen it? Example 5.
Yes.
Good. That is example 5. That means a bar chart was drawn automatically. It was drawn. And according to the question, the bar chart above shows the distribution of marks scored by 60 pupils in a text in which the maximum score was 10. But that is wrong. That total does not arise. So you have to take your time and consider each of the bar, what each of the bar represent. For instance, 10 people score 4 marks. If you look at it, that bar, that marks of 4, you can see that if the pass mark was 5, because we're looking for the people that failed. If pass mark was 4, the pass mark was 5, it's followed that the people that score between 0 and 4 mark failed the test, Abby?
Yeah.
So 4 marks, those with 4 marks, they are 10 in number, Abby?
Yeah.
Those that score 3 marks, they are 7 in number. Those that score 2 marks are 4 in number. Those that score 1 mark are 3 in number. And those that score 0 is just 1 person. So based on that, it means 10, 7, 4, 3, 1 are those that failed. And the total number of people that fail is 25. And that means those that pass will also run in that same way from that 5 to 10. Those that got 5 marks will be 8. Those that got 6 marks is 7. Those that got 7 marks is 9. Those that got 8 marks is 7. Those that got 9 marks, like that, we trace it 2. Those that got 10 is 1. So that's how to know those that actually pass. So you don't just look at it. If the question asks us, what's the total number of people in the school? I believe they have told us it's 60. But assuming they did not inform us, we'll also use those marks to know how many they are. Those that got 0 is 1. Those that got 2 like that, we use it to find out. We don't just look at the vertical and add the number, the frequency. No, we don't just add. So 25 failed the test. So know the percentage of those that failed the test. 25 is represent those that failed. The total number of people in the school is 60. So 25 over 60 expressed as what percentage? The answer is 41.7%. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So that is a bar chart for you. We want to look at the third one, at least, that is common. The third one, which is called histogram. Histogram. Is it clear?
Yeah.
For histogram is similar to bar chart, but it's just that it doesn't have space. The bars does not have space, except the frequency is 0. But let's write. Histogram is a graphical representation. Histogram is a graphical representation. Histogram is a graphical representation of frequency distribution. Graphical representation of frequency distribution, full stop. This chart does not have spaces. This chart does not have spaces between one bar and the other. It does not have space between one bar and the other. The width or the breadth, the width of the bar is uniform, just like that of bar chart. Is uniform, full stop. The width of the bar is uniform, full stop. It can only have spaces between bars. It can only have spaces between bars if the frequency is 0. If the frequency is what? 0. I said the width of the bar is uniform. It can only have spaces between bar if the frequency is what? 0. Is it clear?
Yes.
Good. For histogram, normally we use histogram in most cases to calculate what we call median and so on and so forth. We'll still get to that level. But let me just, so that you can understand this, because we can't draw this on the board, because it looks graphical, can calculate. Let me snap this one so that you can get it. Try as much as possible and get a copy so that our dictation will be limited. We'll not be dictating much. Isn't it? Hello?
Then what's up?
Yes, WhatsApp. Have you seen it? Hmm?
I've not seen it.
Yeah. Okay. You have seen it, Nabi?
Yes.
Good. Okay, with that, you can see the table. This is what we call, we'll still explain this later by the time we start measure of position. But here the table below shows the marks obtained by pupils in the mathematics text. These are the marks from 0 to 9. So these are all called group data. And there are boundaries that one can get there. From 0 to 9, the next one is 10 to 19. Another one is 20 to 29. Another one is 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59. These are number of pupils, which is the frequency, the number of occurrence of all this group. Draw a histogram for the marks distribution. Use your histogram to estimate the mode. In this case, for us to plot this kind of graph, the frequency is that 4, 5. Frequencies are not arranged in a proper order, but we'll go to that. So I have to rearrange it because we can't write 4, 5, 6. No, we have to say, at least give it a scale 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 2. That is a kind of 2 centimeters. So 2 units for the, y-axis. And the marks, we cannot arrange the mark in such a way that there won't be a continuity. If you check now, 0 to 9 does not continue with 10 to 19, Abby. So we'll try and make sure they build together. We'll remove 0.5. Those are the process of doing interval, but we'll throw more light on that when we look at a measure of position today. Now, you have 0 to 9. So you remove 0.5 from 0. 0 minus 0.5, because when it is whole numbers like this, we remove 0.5. When it is decimal, 1 decimal point, we remove 0.25. We'll get there that time. But for now, this whole number, we remove just 0.5, 1 decimal point. So 0 minus 0.5 will still give us 0.5. And we add, we subtract 0.5 and add 0.5. So that means we are subtracting 0.5 from 0. That will be 0.5 for us there. That won't be negative. We now add 0.5 to 9. That will be 9.5. So it will now be 0 to 9.5, 9.5 to 19.5, 19.5 to 29.5, 29.5 to 39.5, 39.5 to 49.5, till 49.5 to 50, so that the thing will be continuous. It won't have standing or a discrete number in that case, whereby there won't be connection from one group to another. So when plotting this type of graph, there must be connection from one group to another. For instance, 0.5 to 9.5 is 4. We'll trace the 4 and connect it to the next one. Remember, there's no space. 29.5, 29.5 to 19.5 to 29.5. 29.5, we'll move up, trace it to 12. 12, we'll trace it up, and it continues like that till 59.5. Remember, when we talk about mode is the variable that has the highest frequency. And in this case, the one that has the highest bar, you can see the tallest bar here is where we can get mode. All we need to do, that angle, that line at the extreme, where there is always 90 degrees, we'll trace it, a kind of diagonal. We'll trace that line to the next bar. It will touch the next bar. And we'll trace the other one to the bar before. Where these two lines meet, trace it down to the horizontal axis. The value, because it's a graph, the value there represents our mode. And if you check our graph there, our mode will be between 35.5. If you check, because this is 29.5 to 39.5, that middle is recognized as 35.5. 0.5 if you read it in a graph, and you will get that kind of answer. Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's all for bar charts, histogram, pie chart. So we're going to look into another aspect of statistics. That was a representation of data or statistical data or graphical data. The next one is called, still on statistics, measure of position. Are you there?
Yeah.
The next subheading, still on statistics, but the next subheading is called measure of position or location or central tendency. Measure of position or location or central tendency. Are you there?
Yes.
Anytime you talk about a measure of location, there are some terms that are associated with this particular part of statistics. Remember, data can be grouped or ungrouped. When you are solving this type, where the three main players are mean, mode, and median. For you to calculate anything about mean, mode, median, there are terms that are associated. Terms like variable, terms like frequency, and so on. So one must understand that before you take a question to calculate mean, mode, and median for measure of position, which should be on group data. So you can write the following are some of the terms. The following are some of the terms. The following are some of the terms related. The following are some of the terms related to the above topic. Related to the above topic. Are you there?
Yes.
The first one to look at is called variable. Variable. These are set of numbers. These are set of numbers. These are set of numbers arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. In ascending or descending order of magnitude. Magnitude there means size. That means I can have this now. 1. I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is properly arranged, Abby.
Yes.
It can also be 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and probably -1 if we so wish. So these are arranged properly, either descending or ascending. The first one is ascending from the smallest to the highest. The last one is descending from the highest to the lowest. These are what we call variable. So these are variables. Okay, number 2. Number 2, we need to know what they call frequency, because we'll be talking a lot about it. Frequency. Frequency. Column. These are numbers. These are numbers. These are numbers that are not arranged. These are numbers that are not arranged in any known order. These are numbers that are not arranged in any known order of arrangement. In any known order of what? Arrangement. If you check what we just finished now, you will discover that we had 4, 5, 6, 12, 8, 5. Can you see that?
Yes.
If you look at it, it was going up. Later again, it went too far. It came down. That arrangement cannot be a workable arrangement as in compared to ascending order or descending. When an arrangement is in that way, it's called frequency. So variables and frequency are not arranged the same way. Variables can be ascending or descending, but frequency, they can go ascending, come descending, all jam together. That is when you know that is frequency, number of occurrence of a variable. Frequency only tells you how variables occur. Did they occur 10 times, 2 times, 5 times, 7 times, and so on. That is what frequency is all about. Number 3. Number 3 is called mean. You know, the type of mean you study, there are different types of mean. We have harmonic mean, harmonic, H-A-R, harmonic mean. We have geometric mean. Hello?
I can hear you.
And I said, were you taught anything called harmonic mean?
Yes.
Okay, you were taught harmonic mean. You were also taught
Yes.
geometric mean. Okay. But this one I'm writing on the board is called arithmetic mean. Let's understand that one first. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah. Our average mean. This is the average. This is the average of a given set of numbers. Average, it is the average of a given set of numbers. So anytime you see the question say calculate mean, and the question did not say whether it's harmonic or geometric, we are referring to arithmetic, which is a common mean that will calculate. So this is the average of a given set of numbers. Average of a given set of numbers. Full stop. It is also known as arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean. This one I'm defining is arithmetic mean. Mean means average. This is arithmetic mean. Full stop. Other known means are harmonic and geometric means. Harmonic and geometric means. Full stop. Number 4. Median. Media. Column. Media. Column. It represents the variable. It represents the variable or variables like this. It represents the variable or variables that falls at the middle. That falls at the middle. That falls at the middle of a given set of numbers. That falls at the middle of a given set of numbers when arranged in ascending or descending order. When arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. When arranged in ascending or descending order of magnitude. Already we have defined ascending, meaning from smallest to highest, and descending from highest to lowest. Finally, number 5, mode. We have talked about that one too, but mode. Mode represents the variable. Mode represents the variable. Mode represents the variable that has the highest frequency. 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 Full stop. Also defined as a variable. Also defined as a variable that occurs the most. That occurs the most. We can also say it's the variable that is found everywhere. It's so common. So let's take a question to throw more light on this. Question 1 for this particular subtopic. Question 1. This one is a group data. A data that is not group is just like that. On group data. Question 1. Given the set of numbers, given the set of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Given the set of numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All these things are having comma 1, 2, 3, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 1, 3. 1 to 5. 3, 1, 3. Full stop. Find the mode, median, and mean. Find the mode, median, and mean. That's the question. Can you find the mode?
Yes. 3.
3. Can you find the median?
Okay. That's 4 and 5. So we'll add.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Very sure.
Yes. You said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3, 1, 3. So the middle numbers are 4 and 5.
Is that your answer? Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay. Then what about the mean? Can you find mean?
Yes.
Okay.
That'll
be what? Okay, let's do
it. 0.36.
Say mean.
Yes.
Is it the mean?
Yes.
Okay. So that's 3 questions, Abby.
Yes.
You only got 1, Abby. Mode.
Yes.
Mode is the only one you got.
Okay.
Okay. Mode is 3, Abby. We agreed.
Yes.
B. Median. You must be careful. There must be an arrangement in ascending or descending. You can't just see the number and start picking. No. You must rearrange it. How many 1 is there?
1.
How many 1? 2. How many 2?
1,
How many 3?
3.
Okay, 3 is 3, I mean. How many 4? How many 5?
1.
So you now account these 3, Abby. These 3, Abby.
Yes.
And the one that falls at the middle. So you must arrange. If arrangement is not done, it can't work. 3 plus 3 because it's 2 and divide by 2. And the result is 6 over 2. Answer is also 3. So there must be arrangement, either in ascending or descending. That means I can rewrite now 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1. I will count some numbers on the right, count some on the left. What I'm after is to see those number variable or variables that is at the middle. If it's just one variable, I just pick it as my median. But if it is 2 variables, I add them together, divide by 2. Why am I dividing by 2? Because the variables are 2. In a simple language, I'm finding the mean of the 2 numbers that falls at the middle. Is it clear?
Yes.
Have you finished writing?
Yes.
Good. The next one is the mean. Mean, which is written as S bar B,
Yes.
will give us 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. That one you can go it anyhow you like. Plus plus 1 plus 3. Everything over what? 8, Abby? Because the total number there is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5 number. The 6th one is at 3. The 7th, the 8th. Add everything together. All over the total number. And if you add everything together, it should give you what?
2.75.
Okay, everything. So 2.75. 2.75. So that's how to do it. That's our S bar, which is the name. I hope that is set. Another thing to look at is this type. Let's see how to get a frequency table, how to construct a table, and how to use it to find probably mean, mode, median. Let's just, question 2. Already? Question 2 for today, based on the measure of position. The following outcomes. The following outcomes. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, the following outcomes were recorded when a die. The following outcomes were recorded when a die was thrown 30 times. When a die was thrown 30 times. Are you there?
Yeah.
On the horizontal part, I mean, writing this way, 4, 4, 1, 2, that's the horizontal. 3, 5, 5, another 5, 4, 6, 3, 3. If you count everything, it's 10. 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 5, 4, 6, 3, 3. Is it clear?
Yes.
The next row, under that 4, that's how you be writing it under each of them. 2, under 4, you write 2.
Okay.
3, 1, 4, 6, 2, 4, 3, 5, 6. Did it balance?
Yes.
Good. The next one, the last row. 6, 4, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5.
Wait, sorry. You said 6, 4,
I
5.
take it again. 6, 4, 5,
Mhm.
2, 4, 1,
Mhm.
5, 2, 3, 4. Is it correct now?
Yes.
So question A, construct a frequency distribution. Construct a frequency distribution table for the outcomes. Construct a frequency distribution table for the outcomes. Letter B, find the mode, median, and mean of the outcomes. Find the mode, median, and mean of the outcomes. Correct to a reasonable, correct to a reasonable degree of accuracy. Correct to a reasonable degree of accuracy. Is that okay?
Yes.
To solve this question, that table will be constructed like this. The table will go like this way, this way. I have it this way. The first table will give me side. The first table will be side of the dice. This is 1, is 2, something like this. Side of dice. That column will be side of a die. The next column is a tally. The last one is the frequency. That is the solution to Roman question A. That first column is side, S-I-D-E, side of a die, D-I-E. Then the second column is a tally. Then the last column is frequency. Now, the die is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the side of a die. So what we're going to be doing is to be looking at those rows and probably columns and begin to search for how many one is there. How many one can you see there in that?
3.
How many?
3.
9.
3. 3.
3. So we do like this: 1, 1, 1. That's how our tally is. When the tally is 4, the fifth one will be on top. So this is 3. The next one, how many 2 can we see? First row, second, third, like that.
5.
5. So we do like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one will cross it. And the answer is 5. The next one, how many 3 is there? How many 3 can you see?
6.
6. Now cross 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth one will cross it. And then one more, making 6. Next, how many 4?
7.
7. Good. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Close it. 1, 2 to give us 7. How many 5?
5.
5, okay? Cross it. We have this. We have 5. So how many 6?
4.
4. Good. So that's how to construct frequency distribution. And that is it. The first one we did, the question was just given. The second one now, the table was constructed by us. So we're going to be working with side of the coin, side of the die, which I will label X. That X is recognized as variable. The tally, I will ignore. I will be using the frequency, which I will tag as what F, if I want to calculate, what is it called? Mean mode media. But this question says I should find mode. So I have just finished question what? A. Then question B has mode, mean, media, which I believe you can get for me now. What is the mode in this question? Question B now. B. This is question B. Roman figure 1. Roman figure 1, which is mode. What's our mode?
7.
Are you still there?
7.
The mom said I should bring her to dustbin down.
7.
7.
Are you sure?
Okay, 4.
So don't make mistake. Remember, our mode will only be variable. It can't be frequency. So the variable that has the highest frequency is 4. So our answer is 4, and it can be 7. So the next one is a median. How will you do median when it's like this? Can you solve it? Or I should do that?
Am I going to have to rearrange everything?
Okay, I know that would be very stressful. Watch you. You know, if this side of the dice, assuming it wasn't side of the dice, it was ordinary number. How long will it take you? Maybe frequency, that 3 you are seeing as 3 is 30. That 5 is 500. 6 is 600. 7, 700. 50, 400. Will you be able to be writing all that down before exam? Before they say stop? That would be too lengthy. It is when the numbers are very tiny like this, we start rearranging it that way. So the best way to do, you can go in 2 ways. The first way, which is just by inspection. The first way, I will just carry calculation. I'm looking for median, the one that falls at the what? Mid. Is that okay? The one that falls at the mid. And I know that the total frequency is 30, Abby.
Yeah.
So because the total frequency is 30, and this method I'm giving you now could be relevant, or the other one I'm going to. So you add everything together, which is 30. I know that 30, if I count 30, 15, 15, will anything be at the middle? Huh?
Yes.
No, nothing will be at now. If I have 30, and I count 15, 15, nothing will be at the middle. 15 on the right, 15 on the left, that's 13, and nothing is at the middle. To make sure something is at the middle, I must count 14 on the right, 14 on the left, so that 2 numbers will be at the middle, Abby?
Yes.
So this is what I will do. I'll use the frequency. Watch you. I'll count from up and down because the variables are arranged properly. So this is 9, Abby. Is that 9? So I need 14, Abby. I need to count 14 on the down, 14 up. So 5 plus 4 is 9. I need 5 more. 5 plus 9 is 14, Abby.
Yes.
So that means from this seven, I will remove 5, Abi. Add it to the now down. How many remain there? 2.
I don't know.
Are you getting
I
it?
don't understand.
You said you're not getting it.
No, I don't understand.
No, I'm trying to, the total, that's 1 way, which is also nice. But the whole of this frequency you are seeing now is 30, Abi.
Yes.
I'm trying to add from the bottom. I want to count 14. I'm trying to add from up. I want to count 14. So 2 numbers will be at the middle. Eh? 2 numbers will be at the middle. I have counted 4 and 5, Abi. That is 9.
Yeah.
To make that 9 14, I remove 5 from 7 to add to that 9. Is it not 14? How many remain from that 7? 2, Abi. I move up. 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 6 is 14. That means 2 numbers are at the middle, Abi.
Yes.
And those 2 numbers at the middle, they are within 4, Abi. Abi.
Yes.
And you saw that 2 numbers was remaining. So those 2 numbers as at the middle are 4, 4. So our median is 4 plus 4 divided by 2, which is 4. Is it clear?
Yes.
Did you get anything? If you don't like that one, this is another one. N plus 1 over 2. This position is not a formula. It's just to determine the position of that number that falls at the middle. And when we are doing that, we start from the beginning. What's the total number? N is 30, Abi.
Yes.
30 plus 1 is 31. 31 divided by 2 is 15 and a half, Abi.
Yes. 50.5.
Anytime you see 15 and a half, anything that has half, 15 and a half, 2 and a half, as far as you are doing using this formula. 31 over 2 means 15 and a half. 15 and a half simply means that the 2 numbers that falls at the middle are the 15th and the 16th variables. Is that okay?
Yes.
That the 15th variable and the 16th variable are the 2 variables that fall at the middle. And when I'm counting that, I start from beginning. How? 3 plus 5 is 8. 8 plus 6 is what? 14. That means that 7, which is the next one, is where I'm going to find the 15th and the 16th. And they are 4 plus 4. Is it clear?
Yeah.
That's another way of doing it. The other way of doing it, which is a little bit lengthy, which I will just show you in case the number is not large. You like that one? No problem. That one, you recopy everything. How many 1? 3. How many 2? 4, Abi?
Yeah.
Is it 4 or 5? 5. How many 3? We have 6. You recopy all this. That's a lot of work. How many 4? Is 7. So you have to be writing all this. But this is wasting of time. This one takes time. If the numbers are very large, numbers are large, this method would not be encouraged. How many 5? How many 5? We have 5. Then how many 6? We have 4. How many 6 is 4? You do understand this arrangement?
Yes.
So you now count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is where 14 stop. I go up and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It stops here. And this is the only two numbers that is at the middle. Therefore, median will be 4 plus 4 divided by 2, and you have 8/2. Answer is 4. But this one is too stressful if the numbers are very large. So the best method you can use is to use our first method of adding them up on your own and adding them down, or you use the second method, which is n plus 1 over 2. And that n plus 1 is not a formula for calculating median. It's a formula to get median position. We have formula for calculating median when it is a group data. But when it is on group data like this, we rely on median position to be able to do the number that falls at the middle. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Good. We have handled that type. We can say that that one is okay, but there are times in examination, they do give you some questions that involve the alphabet. But let's just take one that will not be too lengthy so that we can see how it works. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So let's take the third one and close that chapter for. Oh, we have not done mean, have we?
No.
We need to do mean because that's the next thing we are trying to look at. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There needs to be frequency, F. That will be frequency. And the question was 3. That will be 3. Next one is 5. Next one is 6. 6. Next one is 7. The next one is 5. The next one is 4. So we'll now multiply. There will be fx. F multiplied by x. That is frequency column multiplied by the variable column, which if you multiply 1 times 3 will give us 3. This one will give us 10. This will give us 18. This will give us 28. This will give us 25. This will give us 24. And the total is what? This one already we know the total of this one is 30. Help me add that column 3 plus 10 plus 18 plus 28 plus 25 plus 24. Are you there?
Yes.
Okay.
108.
108. 108. So our mean is summation sigma of fx all over summation of f. That is 108 divided by 30. So what's the result? If you multiply, our S bar will be what?
Now 3.6.
40. 3.6. Good. So that's how to do it. That's how to find mean. So we'll take one more question. You'll be surprised we did not stop, Abby.
Yes.
Eh?
It's been over 1 hour.
And all I'm saying, you'll be surprised we did not stop.
Yes.
Okay.
What
I
did you
decided. Yes, I decided to do the little subscription. You know, why we don't do it is that it's not favorable for private students like us, whereby you say you come today, you could not make it, and subscription is running. So that's why I just let me try something. I wanted to do something. That's why. And I'm recording this anyway.
All right.
So,
Okay, all right.
So that's why I say let me also finish the system. Now let's take this. Question 3. Question number 3. Can I clean this? Are you through with the board?
Yes.
Okay. Question 3 is like this. This is a frequency distribution. This question 3. Take note of that. This is our variable. This is our f. This is 1, and this one is y plus 2. This is y plus 2. Y plus 2. That's the first one. The second one is 2 whole number. And this y minus 1. And this 3. That one is 2y minus 3.
Hey, stop.
3. Yeah? That is 4, the variable 4. That is y plus 4. Y plus 4. And the last variable is 3y minus 4. 3y minus 4. So that means variable number 1 is y plus 2. Variable number 2 is y minus 1. Variable number 3 is 2y minus 3. Variable number 4 is y plus 4. And the last variable is 3y minus 4. Are you set? The question states, the table above, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Let's quickly, we are doing some of that. The table above shows the frequency distribution. The table above shows the frequency distribution of a data. The table above shows the frequency distribution of a data. Full stop. If the mean is 43 over 14, 43 over 14, 43 over 14, comma, find y. Can you solve this yourself and submit to me? Or I should do it? Okay. If you have copied this, we'll go this way. This is our x. This is our 1. This frequency. We'll do it first. This y plus 2. multiply it. It will also be y plus 2. We're multiplying. Second one is 2. And that 2 is y minus 1. So it's going to give us 2y minus 2. 2y minus 2. Then the next one is variable number 3. Variable 3. And that variable 3 is 2y minus 3. And that will give us 6y minus 9. That's the result for that one. Variable number 4. Variable number 4. We'll have y plus 4. Y plus 4. Y plus 4. Multiplying it, we'll have 4y plus 16. Finally, number 5, the variable number 5 is 3y minus 4, giving us 15y minus 20. Are you still there? Are you still there?
Yes.
So finally, this is not a problem again. It shouldn't be hard. So the same way we do the FS, that's the same thing I've just done. But we'll try to run the total. The frequency will be 8y. If you add very well, add the alphabet together and add the numbers together. So you can see y plus y is 2y plus 2y, 4y plus another y, 5y plus 3y is 8y. So plus 2 minus 1 will give us 1. 1 minus 3 will give us minus 2. Minus 2 plus 4 will give us ordinary 2. And ordinary 2 minus 4 will give us minus 2. That's the total for the frequency. But the other side, we also add the y's together. If we add the total y together, we are bound to get 28. 28y. That is y plus 2y is 3y. 3y plus 6y is 9y, 13y, 28y. Then we'll run the numbers together. Plus 2 minus 2 is 0. Minus 9 plus 16, we should have 7. Plus 7. And plus 7 minus 20. So give us minus 13. I hope it's clear.
Yes.
Good. That means from all indications, so that we can call it today. From all indications, we will now say x bar is equal to summation of fx all over summation of f. This will now be 43 over 14 equal to, I hope you know the numerator will be 28y minus 13 on top, Abby.
Yes.
The up will be 28y minus 13. All over the down, that is going to be 8y. Then you cross what? Multi. Okay, sorry, it's 43, Abby. 43. Yeah. 43. So you cross multiply and find y for me. Any questions?
No.
So, on that note, have you finished copying from the board?
Yes.
Good. On that note, we can conveniently say we have succeeded in finding or calculating measure of position, data. So by the time we'll come next time, we'll be talking about group data, because all you saw here were all on grouped data. So we'll be able to look at group data, how to find mode of a group data, how to find median of a group data, how to find mean of a group data. Mode and median has a special formula for calculating them in a group data. On that note, we must say we have to call it a day to continue some other time. Tomorrow or next?
Thinking tomorrow.
Okay, tomorrow. We'll find out then. That will be the time. Okay, on that note, that's all we can take for today. Bye for now.